Hello, today I will be teaching all of the chicken owners and anyone out there who needs to know how to take care of a chicken or chickens on a hot summer day. So let's get to it. But also make sure to check on your chickens every hour, once or twice. And also to make sure if you see a chicken laying down with its head down in the dirt, I would recommend if it don't look too bad, bring it some water bottles. But if it looks pretty bad, make sure to bring it inside the house and maybe get like a couple frozen water bottles. So starting off, I recommend to get something like this. You fill it up with water, put some ice in it, and if you give them some time, they'll hop in here and it might cool them down. Second thing, make sure for about every 2 hours, put about 2 frozen water bottles, or 1 depending on the size, like this or this. So for the buckets, put about 2 bottles of frozen water in there, and if it's something smaller, I would probably recommend putting only 1. Step number 3 is to make sure that you have like a couple frozen water bottles out here, or something like a water jug, to make sure they stay cool. And if you give them some time, like the water pan, they should end up going against it, and it cools them off. And just by the way, if you see a chicken going like this, it does not mean that it's mad or something's wrong with it. They're just cooling themselves off. For number 4, make sure to have some sort of water sprinkler in handy, or like mister, so it can mist all of the ground, or else it could cause to death of whatever chicken. And make sure during the summer you have multiple of whatever these things are, or some that they can drink out of, because a lot of them will be drinking a lot of water. And if so, you might grab 2 just in case. Also, make sure they have enough food to eat, and just make sure that they have a shady spot. And if you have so many chickens, make sure to have like a little teepee or something just in case if they don't feel comfortable. Just make sure they have something like that. And if you can see, there are some water bottles in there. So just make sure there's a bunch of water bottles in handy that you can use. And sometimes they go inside. So if you have something like this, make sure to keep it open so there's airflow in there and they can stay cooler. And also make sure if you have a little area like this, make sure to, like, that has no grass at all, make sure to every once in a while pick some grass for them, just so they can, you know what I mean. And also don't worry, if they start like digging in the ground, like you can kind of see here where the jug is, don't worry, they're not trying to escape. That's how they cool themselves off. And for the mister, make sure if you have something like this, leave it on for about 15 to 20 minutes to help cool off the ground. And then after that, you can probably do it again. Like, you probably need to do it in the afternoon, and maybe, depending on how hot it is, maybe in the evening. And also, for the water, you probably need to check every once in a while to make sure they're not low on water. But if it's something like this, you may need to check like every 2 days. But it's still more smart to check every day to make sure they're not running out of water, or they're out of water. And also for the armpits, or whatever, elbows, what I call them, if they look like this is what I mean. They're just trying to cool themselves off.